not good. But let me know if you agree with this down in the comments if you did watch the game. I think 5-1 is really harsh. Sweden deserved to win. Sweden were the better side. Sweden took their chances really well, but we gifted them a few goals, and 5-1. The game was not a 5-1 hammer in which that scoreline represents. I thought the game wasn't even, but it was much more even than 5-1, and we had chances, especially in that first half. But I don't really care. Like, of course, it's frustrating and annoying to lose 5-1. I don't want to concede 5 goals, not in the manner that we conceded some of the goals, 100%. But it's a friendly at the end of the day. The Switzerland result didn't really matter either because it means nothing. Friendlies, especially for our current squad, who's going through a transition full of young players, friendlies are all about getting them minutes and trying to work out what your squad is going to look like come World Cup qualification. Losing 5-1 to Sweden, is a bitter pill to swallow, but I'll get over it. And like I said, we had chances. I went into half-time a little bit frustrated that they had scored 2 quite poor goals and we had done nothing despite creating a couple of really good chances. Shea Charles probably should have gotten the end of the long ball in behind. George Saville forced the keeper to make a really good save, and we got the ball into Sweden's box from set pieces and nice passes into the box and did nothing with it. And I'm going to talk about the squad selection in a second and some of the individuals, but before I talk about individual players and selections, I want to talk about the squad. Northern Ireland's second youngest squad ever since World War II. Sorry, not ever, but since World War II, which speaks volumes where we're at right now, and that makes me really excited. But those young players in that 11 tonight will learn so much from a on-paper hammering that we received away from home. Squad selections, let's talk about it. The front three: Price, Devaney, Donnelly. Price, 100% understand it. He is in unbelievable goal scoring form on an international level right now. Scored against Switzerland. He probably has to start. Donnelly, Devaney, both have committed to Northern Ireland. Both didn't start against Switzerland. You understand their inclusion, but not starting an out-and-out striker really costs us. Not having an outlet to go to, because neither Price, Devaney and Donnelly want to attack those central spaces, because most of them are natural either deeper players or wider players. So it just didn't click. And then there was no striker hounding down. Even though I thought our press in the first half was quite good, we lacked a lot of threat, I felt, because we didn't have a striker. I feel like Marshall, Taylor, Hale had to start. Also, the game as a whole was far, far too open. We allowed Sweden too much time on the ball and too much space, which is why they were able to attack us, especially on the left-hand side, really dangerously, and then get the ball into the box as many times as they did. Now, it has its pros and cons. Sweden had 16 shots, con. We had 14 shots, pro. It's just what do you want to do? Now, I'm not the biggest fan of it in games like this because Sweden are a superior side, so they will just punish you through players like this when they have chances. I mean, Isaac was contributed to that goal as well. But then we were able to create chances, especially in the first half, and we were able to get at Sweden as well. But for me, the game was far too open for my liking. I feel like the way we set up against Switzerland is how we should have set up tonight. But I understand wanting to be a little bit more expansive. I don't mind it, especially in friendly games, like I said. But if I was to play the game again, and I'm not Michael O'Neill, I know, I probably would have been a little bit more defensively secure because of him. But a big learning curve overall. Plenty of positives to take. I thought Shea Charles once again was really good. And it is nice to see more young players being played. I would have liked to see Ronan Hale make his debut, but it's cool to see Rory McConville playing at centre-back. Cool to see Devaney and Donnelly starting as well. It's just a teething period. And it's a squad, despite being very young and we're seeing loads of new players, we're still missing a lot of our key players. Main striker in Dion Charles, best player in Conor Bradley, main centre-back in Dan Ballard, main fullback, Bradley probably plays midfield, in Trey Hume. Ethan Galbraith, who was man of the match against Switzerland, was also out. So you're missing 5 potentially key players, 4 definitely key players, and then Ethan Galbraith, who's in really good form. So yeah, a weakened squad, a young squad, but not positives to take, but just one of those ones where you can take it on the chin and move on, because like I said, it doesn't really mean much.